Give it up for Nina.
Thank you. I guess I should say, I've spent my entire life kind of dealing with the fact that I'm alive, kind of accepting that that's like my current circumstance. And the last 14 months since Nationals last year, it's been the first time in my entire life I've been like trying to be alive. So it's... I have a 25-minute walk to work every day, and I got inspired for this poem 5 minutes into my walk. So I had to say it over and over and over in my head until I got to work, so it was memorized by the time I got there.
Nice.
It's after James Miranda's Loving a Survivor. It's loving someone abusive. Loving someone abusive is like loving the weather, unconditionally. But it isn't a rainstorm in your town, it is a rain cloud with a hose going through it, directed at your face. It isn't an East Coast blizzard, it is a cannon shooting snowballs at your heart. It goes on until you are about to snap. And then the sun comes out, or a rainbow, and suddenly it is so hard to remember how nasty it was just moments earlier. Loving someone abusive is like loving the weather, unconditionally, even though you can't trust your prediction. Sunny and warm in the morning does not guarantee sunny and warm in the afternoon, and yet you remain so hopeful. Every year, towards the end of winter, every sunny day convinces you that spring is here, no matter how many times you've been disappointed. Loving someone abusive is like loving water parks, sunbathing, sunsets, sunrises, the leaves changing colors in autumn. When someone abusive loves you on a sunny day, nothing is more beautiful. Nothing feels better than thinking the sun is there just for your pleasure, and your sun knows to send their warmth so you forget it ever was cold. They have bombarded you with so much weather. They know where each raindrop and snowball hit you, so they know how to dry you off better than anyone. Loving someone abusive is like hoping the leaves will never fall off the trees. Loving you is like hoping the summer will last forever, even though deep down I know the weather is always changing, never staying in the same state, regardless of how much I beg it to stay. I guess the next poem that I'm going to do, for those of you who have heard me over the course of the last 2 years, you guys know how obsessed I am with never being a parent. I wouldn't be so obsessive if I hadn't spent my entire adult life defending my stance to everybody. One of the things is my boyfriend, mother-in-laws all hate me because I'm not going to procreate for them. It's they don't even care about anything else. And I've started dating someone who's on board. I wrote this about a year ago. It's open letter to my future mother-in-law. To my future mother-in-law, I hope that my love for your son will be enough. I hope that my devotion to his happiness will prove sufficient heart use, that he will never be lonely, always held and listened to and understood. I hope that my heart and mind and skin will be enough organs to prove my commitment, that our 4 hands held together will mean family, that holiday cards sent to you in December only need 2 names. My body wasn't built to build bodies. My roller coaster has enough ups and downs without a 10-month, inescapable hormonal cyclone. I will hold your son in sleep. I need sleep. I need downtime, peace and quiet. My stability has no tolerance for lack of silence. I will love your son with love only a real woman feels. We will visit for Thanksgiving. We will take family portraits. I've never met a mother who didn't see me as an incubator for her namesake. The first question upon meeting them is always about offspring. It seems unavoidable. I never spared. I do not cheat. I always hold. I pay half for every date. I am learning how to cook. I listen and I absorb and I have intellectual conversation. I please. I love with all of me. I do not know jealousy. I do not obsess or possess or claim or hold back. I was not built to build bodies. It is not in my makeup. It is not an option. I will give your son every other organ. To my future mother-in-law, I will give your son sunsets and harvest moons and love. I will give him myself. I will give him family. After everything I give him, I hope you will be satisfied. After everything I give you, I hope that it will be enough.
Well done.
So, the last poem, I actually brought this to nationals. We were in this really intense bout. Actually, Nurican was there. And so there were 16 poems, and 15 out of the 16 poems were like, my dad was like crying. Like what was it, like sexual assault, racism, and like drugs. I mean, everything was like really, really, really intense and like heart-wrenching, and then I did this.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Dear Nabisco, I have noticed that you have come out with new mega stuff Oreo cookies. I'm assuming this translates to triple stuff, as opposed to double stuff or the original regular stuff. My customers are buying it nonstop. So excited for all of this stuff. Nothing in the cookie business tastes as addicting as Oreo cream, and maybe your new mega stuff Oreo cookies will ensure that my customers finally get their fill. Mega Stuff Oreo cookies are a limited edition. This means in a few months they will be obsolete, leaving my customers feeling all Oreo empty inside. The double stuff, which once were such a treat, will no longer satisfy their cravings. They will start buying more of them, wanting more, trying to fill the void your Mega Stuff Oreo cookie overload will leave. Nabisco? Although my customers have not caught on to your goal of creating unfulfilled Oreo stuff cravings for the rest of all eternity, I am unto you. As tempting as it is to buy your new Mega Stuff Oreo cookies, I am refraining. It's bad enough double stuff has already made regular stuff obsolete. I will walk past the cookie section and fantasize about all that stuff. Vicariously buy it as my customers stock up. Imagine the mouthgasms it would give me. But you will not win. I will ring my customers up in silence and not warn them. People refuse to admit that they are being fooled. But I am on to you. You can't trick me with your stuff fulfillment promise. I will not let you ruin regular stuff.